Hello, this is Huat, Singapore #1 power fan. Actually, it's not that I'm a powerful fan. I'm just a fan of electricity. Huat always wondered, how do we get our electricity in Singapore? And how come we have such good uptime? Touch wood. I think this can only be answered with a field trip. Come, Huat show you Singapore #1 power grid. Actually, there's only one power grid, but it's a very tokong one. I am standing here 60 meters below ground in a tunnel that runs 18 kilometers from east to west of Singapore. How deep is 60 meters, you ask? It's about 20 floors of the HDB flat. This tunnel and another one like it, north to south of Singapore, carries all the giant electricity cables of Singapore. These tunnels took 10 years to plan and 7 years to dig. And they're supposed to last 120 years. Wow! Even Huat's grandchildren will also be able to enjoy the benefits of these tunnels, man. Actually, Huat is not married yet, so if you know any nice girl, can intro or not? Thanks. I am here with Inia, an engineer who worked on these tunnels. She's an engineer, very smart one. Tell me, what is these brackets for?
So these brackets are supporting our extra high voltage cables, just like the ones on the right and the left. It forms the backbone of our electricity network.
Backbone, very important one. So what's so good about having this tunnel?
So usually we lay our cables under the roads. It results in lots of congestion underground and public inconvenience. So by having the cables in a tunnel like this, we can monitor, maintain, repair and renew our cables faster and easier. So it strengthens the reliability of our electricity network as well as the security.
Reliability, best. This is the AIV, Automatic Inspection Vehicle. It's a machine that has a lot of sensors and cameras around it, and it travels along this tunnel up and down, inspecting for irregularities and leaks, and then it reports back to control center. It's a very hardworking robot. It never gets tired, not like the human beings. It's very good. Hey, where are you going? You are the health check robot leh. Wait for me leh. Hey, you don't friend me ah? Wow, so long Huat will attempt to take the stairs out of this tunnel. Siong Wow, siong siong Wow, all the way I walk very tough. Actually no halfway I take the lift. You think I stupid 60 meters Walao. These tunnels are even deeper than the MRT ones. MRT is 30 meters. These is 60 meters. If they dig any further, I think I reached the Peru already. Yes, this is how SP keeps our power grid healthy by putting all the important cables underground. Yeah, but where do the cables go? The big cables you saw in the tunnels come into big substations like this. Singapore has 22 big substations, 230 kV, and 6 huge substations of 400 kV. A big substation that is 230 kV can power an oil refinery, but most of us don't need so much power. We are using usually about 230 V in the HDB. So oil refinery, 230 kV. HDB, 230 V. We are the V, they are the kilo V. Yeah, they're very tuazong one. We have about 12,000 substations, big and small. But there's one called the substation. That one is not counted. It's for transmitting us power, not electricity power. Some people think that SP generates power because their name got the word power in it. But actually, power is generated by other power generation companies. And SP's job is to transmit and distribute that to you. For example, this battery is power generation company. This wire is SP. Both are just as important Inside this switchgear, there are sensors that allow SP to do online condition monitoring so that the SP will know what's going on at all times. You know, nowadays, everything is online. Music photos equipment health check Here in the control center, we can see the entire grid of Singapore, and then any problems can be identified quickly and then dealt with immediately. So can see Kim Huat house or not?
Can.
Wow. Wow, so cool.
So what happens when there's an outage in my block?
We can fix the problem from here by doing remote switching. And if that doesn't work, we will send engineers down to site to do manual switching. And concurrently, we will dispatch a team of generators to go down to site. And most of the time, the problem will be fixed before we reach.
Oh, so that's why got so few blackout and then the outages don't last so long.
Yes, 90% of the time the supply will be restored within an hour, and 99% of the time the supply will be restored within 2 hours.
Wow, 90%, 99%. You must be an A1 student.
I think it is cool that we can solve most of the problems from here with remote switching. But when all else fails, there is always the last resort, mobile generators. SP uses mobile generators. They have big one and small one. It's like a power bank like that, but for the country. This mobile generator can power a traffic light or 2 to 3 private house. SP even have a mobile substation that can power Ang Mo Kio 100 blocks of HDB flat. So if we ever need backup power during an outage, SP can use these giant power banks to restore power while they fix the problem. So now you know how SP sends electricity to you. They have more than 18,000 transformers, 63,000 switch gears, and 28,000 kilometers of cables. Wow, that's enough cable to go from Singapore to San Francisco and back to Singapore again, and then some. When Kim Huat thinks of all these cables, Kim Huat is mind blown. SP makes sure that the uptime is high with frequent maintenance. And they try to resolve outages by containing the breakdown and restoring power to you quickly. Maintain and contain. It even rhymes! Don't drain your brain. Kim Huat will explain. Maintain, contain. This is how we sustain your power every hour. Come and sing this song again. Don't drain your brain. Kim Huat will explain. Maintain, contain. This is how we sustain the power every hour. Come and sing this song again. Oh yeah.